being said, sis, let me swing on around to Bro Charles. Bro Charles, tell us a little bit about yourself, and let's get it started.
Peace, Mo. Peace, family.
Peace.
Um, I started being an activist in 2014. The pigs arrested me for walking on the highway. I'm a single dad, taking care of a little girl by myself, and they locked me up for walking on the highway and gave me child endangerment and soliciting to a minor service.
So listening to a minor. So he's going to tell you he used to be New Black Panther Party. He's not any longer. And with something like soliciting to a minor on his record, that's probably why. So I don't know these cats. What I do know is I don't know them. And that says a lot in itself. But this is who he will bring on as he disrespects those who come from the tree of Khalid. All these, in fact, Malik Zulu Shabazz, listen, he has this chick right here who claims to be Tupac's daughter just because she was going in on Malik Zulu Shabazz. He made a thing out of disrespecting look at this, every Black Panther formation he disrespects. Then he brings these guys on who no one knows of. But the ones that were really pulling up, the ones that's really in the communities, that's who he's attacking. So let's move on to the counterintelligence. Let's look at it. Let's look at the goals of counterintelligence. It's not enough just to say that this guy's an agent. Let's see why I'm saying this. Goals. This is from the Cointelpro files. These are public files at this point. Goals. Let's put some music behind it. For maximum effectiveness, the counterintelligence program, and to prevent vested effort, long-range goals are being set. Now, we already know prevent the rise of a black messiah that everybody talks about. That's number 2, but let's start. Prevent the coalition of militant black nationalist groups. In fact, stands for Not Fucking Around Coalition. He wants to prevent the coalition of militant black nationalists. The reason why INFACT is a coalition, because INFACT itself isn't necessarily an organization, rather it's many organizations and individuals who came together for a common goal, which was to show a presence of armed black men and women who were willing to stand up against KKK, who literally made death threats prior to them marching on, what's that, Stone Mountain. Right? So he wants to prevent that. That's why he went in on INFACT as soon as they did that. In unity, there is strength, a truism that is no less valid for all its triteness. An effective coalition of black nationalist groups might be the first steps towards a real Mau Mau in America, the beginning of a true black revolution. They wanted to stop a coalition of black militants because they didn't want a revolution, which in the new Black Panther Party, revolution is defined as complete and constructive change to our benefit. So he attacked the coalition, which is goal number 1, just coincidentally, goal number 1 of counterintelligence program against our people. Number 2, prevent the rise of a messiah who could unify and electrify the black militant nationalist movement. This is why he goes out of his way to undermine any individual or organization that has the ability to compel others to get involved in the movement of activism and social justice. Let's continue. Prevent violence on part of black nationalist groups. Goes without saying. Number 4, prevent militant black nationalist groups and leaders from gaining respectability by discrediting them to 3 separate segments of the community. And it goes on. The goal of discrediting tactically in 3 ways. You discredit those groups and individuals to first the respectable Negro community. That means those, in their words, what that means is those who's not really involved in it, just the regular ones that's trying to stay out the way and just live a good life and not really concerned with the systematic racism and injustice. You know, just the safe Negroes. Discredit to them first. Second, they must be discredited to the white community. And this one's the kicker. Both the respectable community and the liberals, so that means both conservative and liberals, who may have empathy for black nationalists. Third, check this part out. Third, the groups must be discredited in the eyes of Negro radicals, the followers of the movement. In other words, what we might call the conscious community or the Black Power community. Discredited to them. Hence, why he continues to attack all these groups and try to pit them against each other and discredit them so they can't gain respectability, so the movement can't grow. Like I said before, I don't care if he gets a check from the government or not. He's monetizing his cowardness and his betrayal of our people nevertheless. And it just so happens he's operating in the capacity of counterintelligence. What's counterintelligence? It means I want to go against your intelligence. You have an intelligent movement, let's counter that. Or it means misinformation propaganda campaign. This is what he's doing. This is literally counterintelligence 2022 being done by Taharka Bey, Agent Bey.